It's actually interestingly meeting number 300, which we converted to 301 because we want to make 300 special. So we'll do that special meeting later. Hopefully, when we celebrate the victories of our club members in division, and hopefully they'll make it to oration. Um, so we'll do special 300 meeting later. But now coming to the table topics, I hope we are ready to receive. Let's do two table topics each today. I'll also receive table topic from any one of you. But the most experienced Toastmaster is here. We have is Toastmaster Nancy. So Toastmaster Nancy will have a table topic for you. All right, and it'll be a self-administered 2-minute timer. So roughly, when we feel 2 minutes are over, we can end our speech. It won't
Hmm.
be like a strict 2-minute timer. Uh, Let me think of a good table topic for you, Toastmaster Nancy. All right, a table topic about the future for you. So you have just landed in the year 2126. 100 years from now, you've landed in year 2126. What is the first thing that shocks you about the future? So Toastmaster Nancy, you've landed in the year 2126. What is the first thing that shocks you about the future? Toastmaster Nancy.
Year 2126. Straight away from 2026 to 2126, I'm reaching, and I'm surprised to see there are a lot many changes. First thing I noticed, whatever I could think that this will be a possibility. I could see everything in 2126. I can see we we I was talking to my friends that there should be air taxis, there should be uh, cars without drivers. I can see everything now in 2126. Cars are, I mean, we are just adding the map, and cars are taking us to the destination. And I can see air taxi is the major difference, which I can say there's no air pollution. Everything is electrical, and the electrical, and we are making use of solar energy. Its environment is so clean, we can breathe easily. uh, if I compare with 2026, there are no maids at home, robots are everywhere, cleaning the home, making food, everything is AI. But the different, but this, but one thing which I can see which is still there is humanity. Children are playing, they the same affection I can see in 2126 as well. Parents are with their kids, kids are playing in the park. That is still same, apart from all the technology improvements. Back to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks, our Toastmaster Nancy. I think that is a really wonderful picture of the future. And the way you were narrating it, I could not wait to step into the future. That is how beautifully you described it. So thank you for sharing.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Toastmaster Anshuman.
I hope Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Shivaji, you are ready for your debut in table topics. An interesting one for you. So you have the power to create a new national holiday. What will be it, and what will be the traditional food? You have the power to celebrate a new national holiday. What is it going to be, and what is going to be the traditional food? soon to be Toastmaster Shivaji.
First, thank you for the opportunity, Anshuman, and thank you, Nancy. So, as per my culture, I am an Indian. So, celebration is in our blood that we celebrate. Uh, we are not looking like what is the caste of him or her. So, we come together to celebrate our national days. So if I have power to select particular day for the celebrating the national day, then I would select that day where we can proud ourselves as a Indian. Like for example, we have already the national days like um, uh, uh, 26 January, 15 August. So, like that day, I will try to select for the as a national day. And about the food, I will suggest that should be there should be veg foods because that animals should be no impact on the animals and a vegetable is very important for our health also. So that's it from my side.
Beautiful. That was a great debut, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Shivaji. I agree. Like, I think as Indians, we are so used to celebrating so many cultures, so many festivals. So, creating a new one would not be that big a problem for all of us. All right. I'll leave it to one of you or both of you to give me a topic now. Anything that comes to your mind.
I think Nancy would be good
No,
with
you can
that.
also give a topic, like anything that comes to your mind. It can be about the weekends, it can be about corporate, it can be about AI, not AI, because it's already talked about so much.
Okay, so I'm suppose Anshuman, if you are a player in IPL, so and today is the IPL match, and you are going on the ground. So what and you got a chance to play with the our big players like Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar. They are opposite to you. So what will be your thinking and how you will perform front of them?
I have dreamt of this day for so long. I still remember going to my playground with my father when I was 5 year old at 4 a.m. in the morning just to practice basic simple knocking through a cricket bat. And what was my dream? To play with the biggies, to play in the biggest tournament possible. And now, today, as part of Lucknow Sky Riders, when I am part of IPL tournament, where I have Sachin Tendulkar as my mentor, I have Saurav Ganguly on my left hand side as my cricket director, and I have Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma in my team. And I'm going out there in the stadium with thousands and lakhs of people cheering for me all around me. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe that Virat Kohli is right across me, standing across there, waiting for my signal to take that single run. However, I know I worked hard for it, and my parents have truly supported me in this journey. And what that means is that I have to remain grounded, that I shouldn't be overawed by the situation. I have to take ball by its merit and hit it out of the park if required. And at the end, I'll get to celebrate with my idols. I dreamt of this day. The day has come, and it's upon me to make the best of it. Thanks a lot.
Very nice.
I think soon to be Tosa Shivaji,
But
you, yes, Nancy.
at first, I trusted you that you woke up at 4 a.m. with your father. then I could hear your story.
I think that is how usual stories are, right? Like I think Mukul
Yeah,
Chaudhary, I don't know if you all are following IPL. I think he's also one of the great examples of late. I think most of India athlete example is like that, coming
yeah.
from like a lower class or middle class background, working hard, and
Yeah,
IPL is a great platform where they can all perform. So,
yeah.
and Sundabuto Shivaji, you made me and I think a lot of us live our dreams, which I think won't happen in this lifetime. But good to speak hypothetically about it. About 2 minutes. Anyhow, thanks a lot. We'll do a round of feedback after the second table topic.
Hmm.
But for that, now let's reverse the order. We'll have uh, Toastmaster. I'll call you Toastmaster for now. Toastmaster Shivaji, Toastmaster Nancy, and then Toastmaster Anshuman. So, Toastmaster Shivaji, it's about your hidden talent. So, if you had to perform in a talent show tomorrow with no preparation, what is the skill you will showcase? If you had to perform in a talent show tomorrow with no preparation, what is the skill you would showcase, Toastmaster Shivaji?
Uh, Thank you so much for the opportunity and for the uh, uh, that question. So, if I have to perform on the stage on tomorrow, and there is no preparation, then I would like to talk about the our country or our culture, about the Indian culture, how our Indian culture is very old and very means no one can think about that, because whatever scientists researching, that already we that already searched by our uh, in our country, like 5,000 years back all. So that I want to means I will present front of everyone, and I will try to uh, explain what is the power of our culture, and uh, that our old books like Gita and Mahabharata, there are a lot of things involved in the books that we should read and we should understand, because on that basis we can live our life very peaceful. That I will try to explain in the on the stage front of everyone. Thank you.
Got it. Clearly, you're really passionate about culture and India, Toastmaster Shivaji. All right, and thank you for joining Toastmaster Meenakshi. We are doing a round of second round of table topics actually. So you'll we'll look forward to hearing from you after Toastmaster Nancy shares her side of the story. And Toastmaster Nancy, a bit of a curveball for you now. It is better to be lonely lion than a popular sheep. Do you agree or disagree? Is it better to be a lonely lion than a popular sheep? Do you agree or disagree?
It is better to be lonely lion than popular sheep. I agree. You sh- you should not be part of every crowd. If you feel that a particular crowd you will learn, you will enjoy, you can gel with them, you can learn, or you can share, you can be part of the crowd, but not every time. When you feel that a particular group or crowd is not made for you, you cannot gel with Those are different kind of people. You cannot gel, you cannot learn. It's better to be alone and learn something and enjoy your own company. you, it's you don't have to be part of crowd always. Sometimes sitting alone, observing yourself, what you are doing, what you need to do, it is very, very important. So every day, what I feel that we should have some time for us to observe and to analyze what can we do and be a lion, be a king. You should come out and have something new with you to share with the people. Stand as an individual leader rather than part of the crowd every time. That's about me. Back to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks for Toastman Nancy. And Toastmaster Minakshi, since you are an experienced speaker, a bigger curveball for you. The Toastmaster Minakshi build a case for the popular sheep in the court. It is better to be a lonely lion than a popular sheep. Please build a case for being a popular sheep. Contrary to what Toastmaster Nancy has mentioned, is it better to be a lonely lion and popular sheep? Please defend the popular sheep, Toastmaster Minakshi.
It's year 2014, and I'm working in my chemistry lab. If I've told you earlier that I've got a background in nanotechnology. So, in nanotechnology, when we synthesize silver nanoparticles, they are golden yellow in color. So, I synthesize, these are freshly synthesized silver nanoparticles. And as soon as I got them in my test tube, I saw that they're turning ashy gray. And I ran towards my teacher and I said, I just had silver nanoparticles and they're now gone. So my teacher smiled and said, Minakshi, as soon as you synthesize nanoparticles, you got to cap them with a capping agent. Otherwise, the surface to volume ratio is so high that something like Oswald ripening will happen. Don't frown your eyes. It's a very simple process, though it sounds very sophisticated and makes me look smart. But the Oswald ripening is a process where smaller nanoparticles just keep attaching themselves with each other until they grow into a bigger one. You cannot become a lonely lion until you have bonded with sheep. It is a process that, in order to realize yourself, you have to connect with other people. If you have never been a popular sheep, you will never understand human life, their problem, their struggle. And what will a lonely lion do? Just eat, sleep, and rest? Humans are made to solve real life problems. And real life problems come from real people when you interact with them. If you're going to be a lonely lion, the only problem you'll be solving that what do I have for breakfast tomorrow? I've been eating toast for like 7 days in a row. But when you interact with people, you will understand that yes, humans have real problems. And for that, you need to hang out in a herd of sheep. You don't have to call everyone your friend, but yes, being a part of human circle is the most profound thing that you can do for developing your brain, your problem solving capacity, and expanding your perception how human life works. So thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Minakshi, for saving the poor, not poor, but the popular sheep. And such case scenarios are known as false dichotomy when we are given just two choices. Do you want to be a lonely lion or popular sheep? But at times, the answer is somewhere in the middle, that we have to be principled, we have to be strong, we have to have strong character like a strong lion. At the same time, we should have social skills, and the ability to work with others, help and enable and support others, to build them. So, like a principled lion in a group of people we are collaborating with. And I think journalists, or like especially media, use these black or white kind of case scenarios to create controversies, this or that. But at times, and mostly a lot of times, the answer lies somewhere in the middle. And I think Toastman Nancy and Toastman Meenakshi were able to cover both sides of the story. Um, and I think in our hearts, we know we can't live without each other, without collaboration, as Toastman Meenakshi mentioned. At the same time, if we just keep on pleasing others, then we lose our identity, which the case Toastmaster Nancy built, that being a strong character person with strong character and strength always helps us grow. And for the last table topic, I'll invite any one of you to give me a table topic before we move on to the evaluation section.
Is there a theme that we are following for table topics?
No, just freewheeling table topic with freewheeling timer. We are self timing today too. So quite a liberal table topic session.
I can give you. Mm, so, what is something special about you which most people don't know about you? Which most people don't know.
Something special. I feel every day that I wish I discovered something special about me which differentiates me from all the rest. Am I a Superman? Am I someone who displays an ability, a strength which can differentiate from my corporate peers, or make me stand out, or make me so visible that everyone is like, oh my god, this person has certain skills, has certain talent, which is so cool. However, day by day, I realize the habits or behaviors which I have, which I built over a period of time, are the ones that make me special in the areas where I've been able to build that. So, to explain, for example, I'll be completing almost 7 years in Toastmasters now. And recently, I got an opportunity to host AI workshops at Google for around 200 folks in Americas and EMEA and 200 folks in APAC for 3 days straight. And it went so well that I got recognized for hosting the workshop. I did not plan for it. I got the opportunity by coincidence. And if I was not a Toastmaster, very high probability I would have done an average job of it. At the same time, just by persisting in this community for 7 years, going through the highs and lows of each of the clubs, both clubs I'm part of, and just coming out here, practicing when I can, I got the kudos and visibility which would not have been possible without practicing in this platform. So, just that consistency, just showing up, just being visible, made things special for me, not because I am a superiorly gifted speaker, or I have something different than others have. My speciality was built just by showing up, just by being as platform part of platform, and practicing with the wonderful Toastmaster community that we have, like Nancy, Shivaji, Meenakshi, you all today. And that is, I feel, I, by God's chance, am gifted with. Thank you. And that completes the praise for Toastmasters and the table topic session. We can move to giving any general overall feedback for each other's improvement. We can talk about our table topic attempts, or we can just talk about any skills in general too. It doesn't even have to be feedback, with the motive primarily to learn. Even before that, like, we know that Toastmaster Meenakshi is an experienced professional speaker actually. So Toastman, actually, we'd love to know. I know, like, you might be improving by every workshop you take or every, say, competition you participate in. So let me put you in spotlight and check with you, like, which is your biggest last learning or aha moment that you had in terms of growth as a speaker? You were like, oh my god, this is something I didn't know and I did better. This can be immediate or say 1 month, 3 months, 5 months, even 1 year back. But what was your learning which all of us can incorporate?
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman, for giving me this opportunity to speak and share what I feel ever since I've been a speaker. It's been 3 years that I've been on this journey. I have completed my ISA certification as well, twice now, International Speakers Association. And what I believe is exactly what you said, that showing up, consistency, that's all matter. And every day, everywhere, every event I show up, it's a new learning for me. So, about a month back, in the month of March, I went to this Speak and Shine showcase, which is for international speakers, where everyone share their TEDx style speech for 15 minutes. I met this guy. His name is Adi. And this guy is legally blind. And not just that, he shared his story that, and the story goes like this, that, a legally blind person is someone who's not completely blind. They can see, but, that's how the world looks like to them. Just put your hand in front of your face and cover it like this. So that's how their world looks like. They can see, but their vision is like very, very centered to a very spot. And this guy, he's narrating his story that I moved to New York with my family, and wherever I go, I am accompanied by either a family member or a friend, or somebody would show me way on the road, on the street. And one day he was in a camp where he saw a little 6-year-old girl. She was holding her stick, the stick that helps you navigate the path. And he saw that little girl, that she was walking with the help of stick all alone. No, she did not require anybody's help. And that day he realized that he can do it too. Because whenever his friends cancel the plan, he would cancel his plan. Whenever he has nobody to show up along with him, he wouldn't show up either. And he told me that he took a trip alone in the New York City to the New York Square, Times Square. And while I am listening to his story, I realize that he's legally blind, which is why he was holding himself back, traveling alone. What about me? I took my first solo trip until I was 34-year-old. And that made me realize that it's not just physical disability that makes you stop taking from action. Sometimes it's your mental disability. Because for the longest time, I thought that girls can't travel alone. For a woman to feel safe, you have to be accompanied by someone. Until I decided to travel alone. So, whenever people share their personal story, you got to think how you have been doing in your life. And whenever you connect with a speaker story, that's when you will get insights. So every day I listen to people sharing their story, their personal experiences, how they overcome their challenges. I think every single moment I am learning. And this is the day I realized that I don't have to I don't have to behave like a blind person. I can see both with my eyes and with my brain. So I should be able to take every step that I want to without getting that mental block in my life. So this is
Thanks a
what.
lot. Thanks a lot, Osman Meenakshi, for sharing your example of an empathetic experience with one of your fellow
Speaker.
participants, speakers in in that conference. So I think quite a moving anecdote. Thank you. Uh, Toastmaster Nancy. Um, First of all, like I've been sharing the compliments of how you evolved so much. I think if you look at your videos 1 year back to today, transformational. And we have someone new in our club today, Toastmaster Shivaji. So first of all, will like you to share your feedback about both of his speeches, plus how he can say over an year develop his skills according to his goals over a period of time. So Toastmaster Nancy, you are in the spotlight.
Yeah. So over a period of time. So sorry, your question was my
Like
experience
first of all, any feedback for him today, like about his two table topics today,
for
and
Toastmasters.
second, and how he can shape up, ideally being part of Toastmasters or without, how he
Hmm.
can shape up skills over a period of an year or two.
For Toastmaster, to be Toastmaster Shivaji, uh, I think the your first speech, table topic speech, was very good if I compared to mine 1 year ago. Shivaji was able to uh, speak for 2 minutes, and the lines and the topic he chose was very good. I mean, if I see that over a period of time, if you will spend 1 year, I think there will be major shift the way you are speaking now and the way you will speak 1 year later. Today also, that if I consider it was your first speech, it was very, very good.
Thank you so much.
So that's the
Right,
feedback.
and
And what I
then
feel, my experience, when I joined, I spoke around 20 to 30 seconds. Toastmaster Anshuman, if I'm not wrong. I mean, whenever topic came to me, I didn't have anything to say. I used to speak only three, four lines and used to, I mean, hand over the speech back to table talk master. So that's how I used to. But now it is improving. I'm not saying it's very good, but it's improving.
right,
Yeah.
and what helped you improve? Like, what is helping you improve? Is it practice? Is it
With
learning from your peers?
so, what I feel that every week I feel that I should join the meeting. These 2 hours, we are into discussions, whatever type of discussions, different roles I've been taking, and there are two, three table topics. Sometimes the speeches also I was part of. So that made me improve over a period of time. So sometimes when I feel that I did not speak well on a particular topic, so maybe after our meeting, I go through few of the speeches online, TEDx speeches or Toastmaster speeches, international speaker speeches. So how they go. So that's how we
Wow,
are. Yeah.
amazing. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Nancy. All right. Last but not the least, soon to be Toastmaster Shivaji. You are in spotlight now. So, any feedback for the club, for me, for Toastmaster Nancy, for Toastmaster Meenakshi, of how you felt about the meeting, what we can do to improve, what do you like?
Yeah, yeah. So thank you for the opportunity, Anshuman, Nancy, Minakshi. Actually, now I'm feeling mm, very freely because while speaking, I there is lot of thing in mind, but I can't explain properly. So that things we can improve here. As I can see, Anshuman, you here in like 7 years, like as you said, and Meenakshi is almost 3 years, and Nancy almost like 1 years old. So you improve your thing 6 years. Oh my God.
6 months actually, but Toastmaster Meenakshi has been proficient in public speaking
Yeah, yeah,
practicing, and
yeah.
that also itself demonstrates that a professional speaker in Toastmaster Meenakshi is coming to this platform, still honing her skills day by day, week by week. and that is what professionals do for her, for all of us. Any platform to speak is a great platform. Even with
Yeah,
one
yeah.
attendee, like I was telling you, Toastmaster Shivaji, even if both of us are there, we would have held this meeting. So if there's one person, there are 15 people, there are 100 people, it's the same. I told you last week I did it for 200, 250 people. I did not feel there were 250 people in the room. It was like I was doing Toastmaster of a day with, say, two people. There's no difference at all. But sorry to interrupt. Over to you.
No, no, thanks. So like that, actually, my manager suggested me to join because I have a lot of things to say, but I couldn't say. So that thing I have to improve here, and this is the best platform that I can improve. That as per my manager, my two managers suggest me for that. And as I saw Minakshi, you and Nancy also, you are a great. Means I don't know how you were before the joining the Toastmaster, but I did definitely can say that you improve your because of the Toastmaster only, and I will definitely try to like become you.
Thanks a lot, soon to be Toastmaster Shivaji. And one of my suggestions will be one, not to do it for anyone else, just do it for yourself, not to do it for you. Because tomorrow your manager changes, we want you to continue with Toastmaster. So,
Yeah,
like,
no, no,
so please do it for yourself to be the best version of yourself. Second, like as we shared, right, all of our individual baselines are different. So, how I was 7 years back, or Toastmaster Nancy 1 year back, or Toastmaster Meenakshi 1 year back, all of our baselines are different. It's just that, like, how we practice week after week, month after month, our baseline improves by 10%, 20%, 50%. So I should be a 50% better speaker next year. So if I'm not that, that's not, then I'm not doing a good job of attending or practicing. But yes, Osman, actually you have a thought.
Yeah, I just want to share that everyone has a different end goal. So it's not just for Toastmaster, but whatever in life you begin with the intent first. I am a professional speaker, so my requirement is I sometimes have to speak for very, very long hours. I conduct 8 hour long workshop as well. So my end goal is very different. So you decide what is your goal, whether you want to speak in meetings. In meetings, you have to speak in sound bites. Do you know what are sound bites?
no, I don't.
Soundbite is that your short sentence, it grabs attention, that it pulls you in. That you cannot start speaking in a meeting like, "Hi, I have an idea. It's a really amazing idea. You should listen now." Just cut to the chase so that you draw people's attention. Then you can begin speaking. So if your end goal is to speak up in meetings, or if you want to train people, the end goal is really different. Which is why if you just sign up as a Toastmaster, there are different pathways depending upon what is your end requirement. So you are so amazing because you showed up already. You're far more ahead than people around you. So just because you showed up, you're one step ahead. Just keep in mind, what is your end goal? Why would you want to learn speaking? And then from there, you can build up. Once you acquire one skill, then you can transition slowly into others. I think that's how we all have progressed. We have taken a pathway which suits our current requirement, then grow from there.
Thank you so much,
Wow.
Minakshi, for
Yeah.
guidance.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Osman Meenakshi. And I think my 1 hour was worth it just listening to the phrase soundbite. I was doing paddle Google search on it, and I'm sure I'm going to learn how to incorporate sound bites in my
Yeah,
corporate
I
speeches.
can tell you more about what soundbite is. Specifically, if you are shooting a podcast, if you have seen a trailer kind of a thing, specifically, this is one podcast that I would want to recommend. It is called The Diary of CEO. So as soon as you open that podcast, it begins with something like, "You shouldn't drink water because," and then they just black out everything. Now you have a question in mind that I shouldn't drink water, but why? And if you are speaking so fast, so these are the sound bites they capture from podcast itself while they are talking. So if you are speaking too fast, if you're rambling, if you don't have a specific sentence that they can put in as a trailer or they can put out there, it's difficult for them to capture something more intense that will attract or grab audience attention. Or if you want to repurpose your podcast, you might have seen people cut short reels from their podcast. So, soundbite is when you are speaking with clarity, an impactful sentence, and then you take a pause. And then you move on to next point with clarity, no rambling whatsoever. And that's how they perform short TV interviews. If you have seen media where they conduct kind of morning show, where they have just very small slot for interviewing people, like somebody has achieved something, and then they give them a slot for 2 to 3 minutes, and they throw questions on them. So you have to be very specific in your answer, like 30 seconds flat. Then they will ask you next question. So these are sound bites which are very short but impactful and have clarity.
Fantastic. Wow. That was a masterclass in sound bites and speaking in
Awesome.
general. Thanks a lot to Swami Meenakshi
Yeah, thank
for
you.
sharing that. I'm sure. See, that's the power of attending, just being consistent about the meetings.
True.
That if I had not attended, this meeting would not have happened. I wouldn't have learned about sound bites.
I
And I'm
would miss
sure.
something important. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's coming from like a professional speaker who must be charging bombs for it outside Toastmaster. But in the spirit of Toastmaster being a giving platform, I think a lot of us just give because of what we get in multifolds through Toastmaster itself. That's the beauty of this platform. So thanks a lot, Toastmaster Meenakshi, for sharing that. And I hope we incorporate sound bites in our future speeches. Maybe one of the team or themes can be sound bites headed by Toastman Nancy, just because we learned that today. But anyhow, I hope,
I
like, yes,
Yeah,
Toastman Max.
it's not exactly sound bites, but it's a similar topic that I'll be talking about as a T mod. It's in IVTC Club 7 p.m. today. I'll just send out a flyer or a poster on my WhatsApp if in case you are available to join. And I think,
Definitely.
yeah, when the group is bigger, it makes the meeting lively. But I really like this cozy, lesser people setting so that we can talk.
Precisely.
Share more.
Yes, Toastman. I think that is what I've learned since day one at Toastmasters, that even if there are two people in the room, the meeting should go ahead until as there's like a catastrophe. And actually, my maximum learnings have been in one-on-one meetings, because at times like we challenge ourselves to do all the roles.
True.
Like we usually have like 8 to 10 roles. We did all the roles alternating, which was like extreme challenge, but so much fun.
Yeah.
Wouldn't suggest it, but like what the suggestion is, like just going ahead with the meeting does result in
Yeah,
good thing.
Meeting
sometimes
should.
we don't have control how many people will join, like it's a year end or something like that. Last two sessions also we had like 4 people, and we were able to run 2 to 3 rounds of topic. We were able to practice the team or
Yeah.
three
Yeah.
structure, and we were able to cover a lot in 1 hour, 1.5 hour.
Yeah, my sense is after next week we'll have bigger attendance. Next week also I can't assure because we have bigger objectives where even to some, and actually I'm hoping you will also be traveling and participating in the contest, in the table topic contest. No, in the division contest.
No.
Okay, so
I'll
you
be
might
here
want to
right here
you
with you.
might want to let Toastmaster Aryan know. But
So
yes,
is it in Gurgaon only or
it is in Gurgaon.
it's
So that was my next point. That if you all are in Gurgaon, please do join the division contest. And soon to be done, Shivaji, you can also. Oh, you are based out of
Pune.
Pune. Okay, so
Yeah.
even Pune has contests and workshops. So I can connect you somewhere there, so you can also attend in person, just in case you are interested. So, like,
Yeah,
if
sure.
we are in,
Can I share my number on the chat? So you
Yes, of
can share the.
course. Yeah, if you can share, yeah, if you can share with me in private. Are you there in the guest WhatsApp group of Bright Being
No,
Toast?
no, no.
Okay, I'll add you then. So if you can quickly share, yeah. Oh, this is great. We would have missed you then. Yeah, so if we are in Gurgaon, please do come in person, cheer for Toastmaster Aryan, Toastmaster Akansha, and hopefully we'll see them on oration stage. But I'm hoping and presuming oration, all of us hopefully will join, because there's nothing like it in at least District 41. So that's something to look forward to. I'll add you in the guest group, Toastmaster Shivaji, and we'll keep in
Yeah,
touch.
yeah. Thank you so
All
much.
right. All right.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, everyone. Wish you a relaxed Saturday and Sunday, which is traditionally called together a weekend. So wish you a fantastic weekend and
yeah.
see
Happy
you all.
weekend, everyone.
Yeah, see